Kelli Wyatt. Yeah, she is in there.
Kelly,
Kelli,
are you ready?
Good
And if she's
morning.
good morning,
I was on mute. How are you?
doing fine. And the floor is yours. And Kelly will be presenting her presentation is on traveling to multiple streams of income. Kelly, the floor is yours.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's great to see you, Soror. Um,
Hello.
I had the privilege of doing this for the second year in a row. Like when I got on this call last year, we were just beginning in this venture of passive income and residual income.
Hey
And
Kelli. Hey Kelli.
hey, Art,
Quick
hi, how
question.
are you?
Hey, I want to make sure people can see your smiling face because you came with the good stuff last time. If depending on when you join, everyone, you can look at the bottom of the screen. You can kind of page through the images of all the speakers. So Kelli, I think you're on my screen 3, and then you at the top you can also change your view just to see the speaker if you want it. So just wanted to share that with the folks so they can put eyes to the voice.
Oh, thank you, Eric. We ready?
Okay, floor is yours.
Okay. So yeah, when I came last year, we were talking about the different ways we as vendors, because I am a vendor with Delta Sigma Theta as well, um, can open up our entrepreneurial lanes, especially with multiple streams of income, passive income, residual income. And once you have that entrepreneur lane, I mean brain, like your brain works a little bit different, right? And it's how we can get the most for our money and how we can expand it. And moving into the lane of travel is something that everybody's doing anyway. It's like, how can we benefit from it? So last year when we spoke about it and just and how and why to include it, because like what most don't realize is every time you book travel, you're paying a commission. Even if I go on Expedia, if you call a hotel or cruise line directly, when you go to the lobby and book your excursions, you are paying a commission. And what most don't realize is like working with a travel agent, you're not paying an additional commission. Your paying was already embedded because it's embedded in the prices of the rooms, the cruises, the excursions. That's who paid the travel agent. But with this opportunity, not only do you get to recoup money that you're already spending as far as the commissions, but you get to build something of your own. You are your own independent contractor. You're your own CEO, your own boss. And for like parents, maybe people who like really can't clock into a second job, it's a way that you are able to increase your financial portfolio without having to be away from home. So it's like this is the one thing I wish I had when my sons were younger and really active in their athletic careers, like with the football games and practices, and we were out, 5 of the 7 days a week. And then going through them teen years where I really couldn't be away from home, because if I had a second job and my sons knew that I was going to be away from home Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 5 to 9. Like I had 3 jocks in my house, so that meant they would have had a party, Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 5 to 8:30. So I had to be like I wanted to find a way to be present and at home, at games, and everything, but still increase my portfolio. And being in this industry over this last year have done that, and it honestly it has exceeded my expectations. So when I brought it to you last year, it was like this is what we're doing. This is why we're doing it. But watching now from last year to now, I have helped over 300 people start their travel businesses, and watching how they use it and how they're benefiting from it, it's life changing, right? Where I am in a position now, because I do the travel business, but I also refer people to get their travel agent credentials. I have now secured a legacy for my son, so that God forbid anything happens to me through my referral and helping people get set up, my son will continue to receive all of the benefits that I'm now creating. So, like my residual income, my passive income, um, anything that my team does, my director's bonus, all of that will go to my son. If something happened to me tomorrow, as long as my business keep moving, my son will continue to get what I've already earned, right? Or what I've already built. And we all know when you're in an entrepreneurship and if you don't create certain things, when you stop, it stops. So that's what this does. And being able to build that residual income to where now I have 2 sons in college, it really lightens the load, because from booking travel for myself and for others, I'm now seeing a couple extra $1,000s a month, right? I am now making 1/3 of my 6-figure salary from home a half an hour here, 45 minutes there, right? Trips that I was already planning, I'm now planning using my travel agent credentials, and I'm recouping $1,000 here. Or like I have a cousin who have her credentials and she only booked her travel, but she was an avid cruiser. She has now saved or earned back $5,000 of the money that she was naturally spending anyway on her cruises. Now that she's booking it herself, she's now gotten back the commission, which was a total over $5,000 in this last year. I don't know about you, but the extra $5,000 back is a lot of money, right? What can you do with? I see you smiling. So we're like, what could you do with it? And it's for things that we're doing anyway. So it's not like when people hear travel agency, all of these travel agents are popping up. Stop and ask yourself why. Right? When the internet first came out, computers first came out, everybody said, "Oh no, it's not going to be this big thing." But here we are. It's all the way down to our phone. So why would this be any different? Like travel is literally a $10 trillion industry that's projected to go to 15 trillion in the next 10 years. Like my 9-year-old son, he has his credentials because they book NFL tickets, they book concert tickets, they go to Wildwood, they go to the beach. He's now able to book all of that under his credentials, and his friends book under him, and he gets that commission. So he's like I said, I'm starting him off on the passive and residual income. And then it's like it's not like it's for one particular person. You could be that stay-at-home mom. You can be a CEO. You can be a corporate person. Like as long as you have the effort and the time, you can do this business, right? Some people use it as a membership. Like literally say, "Hey Kelly, I don't want to book nobody else's travel. I'm just using it for me and my family." And that's fine. Y'all go away to Jamaica for a week for a family vacation. You book in 2 rooms. You can get on average $800 back, $900 back when you get back home. On a family vacation you were taking anyway, and you were spending that money anyway. So instead of Expedia keeping that commission, you're now getting it back with your travel agent credentials. Any questions?
I think Kelly, we just waiting on you to drop the link in the chat at this point. So you doing all this talking. You had us at $800 back. So
No, and it's that serious, right? I had a girlfriend who went on 3 different trips last year. She went on 3 different trips last year, and by the time she got to her third trip, I said, "Before you book your next trip, call me." When So she did that and she registered for her credentials. She was the one who just booked 2 rooms for her birthday this year because her and her girlfriends always go away. She came home and received a check of $942 for a trip that she was going on anyway. The fees were no different. Like we could get on a Zoom. I could show you. In fact, if you don't mind me sharing my screen, I could physically show you 2 different. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, there's to share my screen. I can show you a booking through Expedia, and I can show you a booking through Expedia Tap as a travel agent for you just to see the difference. So if you don't mind, I could take like a quick 3 minutes and
Okay,
show
and
that.
also, Kelly, can you give us a real case situation with a vendor? Let's say a vendor who's about to go to a convention to vend.
So
So
let me
show
share
us
my
how that
screen.
can apply. Okay, go
Right. So I'm
ahead.
getting ready. If I'm gonna share my screen, I'm gonna do a live booking for you. Right now, I'm not really familiar with this one.
yeah, there's a share screen button up at the top, or you can
All right,
give
wait a
me
minute. I see it. Yep.
yeah. There you go.
All right. So what most people don't realize, like when you get your travel agent credentials, right? Let me do this right here. When you get your travel agent credentials, I'm sorry. You can book with whoever you were booked with anyway. Like you don't have to book through like a individual portal. Like if you like working with Expedia, you can still work with Expedia. Like whoever you like to work with, you can still work with. So I'm gonna show you this the Majestic Mirage in Punta Cana, December 1st through 8th for 2 people. Now I'm on a regular Expedia, okay? But now I'm registered with Expedia Tap as a travel agent. So when you see this black bar at the top, that's Expedia Tap. That's where travel agents go to book. I'm going to book this same exact room, and I'm going to just show you how the prices are the same. We'll go Punta Cana. The only difference is the actual first through eighth, one room, 2 travelers is the commission. So now I'm gonna go back to the travel. I mean, for the customer side, this is what we normally see when we book. I'm gonna book my rooftop jacuzzi. It's $578 a night. You can pay with a deposit or pay it in full. This is what we typically do when we see Expedia. That's what we normally see as a customer. Now I'm gonna go as on the black side. Keep in mind, I'm on the travel agent side now. I'm gonna look at the same resort, the Majestic Mirage in Punta Cana. I'm gonna look up this same room, the rooftop jacuzzi. It's still $578 a night. You still get the option of paying with a deposit or paying in full. But now on this page, I'm gonna either put my information in if I'm booking my own travel, or I'm putting my customer's information in, right? So here's the checkout. I'm gonna just show you this on the customer side. Here it is. I'm gonna pay my $809 today. I'm gonna pay $3,200 when I get there, and that's it, right? That's on the customer side, regular Expedia. Look at Expedia tab now. I'm gonna put the information in. It's still the 4,000. I'm still paying my $800 down, $3,200 when I get there. But now you have this box right here. Now, in this box is telling me for this day, I'm now going to get back 13%. I'm now getting back $525. It's the same now over here. When we check out, you see they just have all this space down here. You're not getting that $500. So that's how Expedia can give you $20 or $80 off of your next trip, because they're earning $500. Okay. Now imagine we're doing a girls trip, adult anniversary, right? And we're all going away. Now I'm gonna book 3 rooms. Let me show you how this commission works. I'm going to the same place. I'm gonna pick the same room, but watch the commission. It's still $578. I'm gonna still pay with a deposit. Everybody's gonna pay their $800 per room. We're gonna pay the rest when we get there. But now my commission went from $500 to $1,500 on a trip we were taking anyway. Now, had I just booked this on Expedia, this is how they stay in business. They would have received that $1,500. But because I booked it with my travel agent credentials, this is what I'm getting back. And the opportunity is limitless. It could be a night downtown. It could be for a conference or a convention, right? Like I'm going to an educational conference for my job. I'm staying 3 nights somewhere, and I'm getting back $150. And I know some people may say $150 is not a lot, right? But that just took a bill off my table. That $150 just paid my cell phone bills for my entire household, because I pay $140 a month. That did that. But it can span all the way up to something like this. And here is 3 rooms for $1,500. Or a golf trip that I planned, someone playing in Arizona, the agent for that trip got back $272. But the one I always put a pin in for is my travel mentor, the one who guided me through my process. He booked a destination wedding for almost 200 people to Mexico. I'm trying to stop. I'm sorry. His commission for that actual trip was $42,000 for that one trip. 42,000. So when we say this is a limitless opportunity, that's what they mean. That's what they mean. Like it could be $100 a month. But look, I just booked the room for a week right there, and I made $500 or $1,500, depending on how many rooms I'm booking. You did that in less than an hour. Now I don't know about you, but making $1,500 in a half an hour's time, that sounds pretty good. And even if I only did it once a month or once every other month.
Hey,
Okay.
you had a question in the chat on whether or not this works for airlines as well.
So airfare is the one thing that no travel agent really has control over, but we do have access to certain suppliers who do give commission on airfare. So once you get your travel agent credentials, I will walk you through onboarding and which suppliers do offer it. Like you can work with Delta Airline Vacations, American Airline Vacations. You're able to, whoever you naturally work with, you can work with. Some of the suppliers do offer commission on international travel. Some do domestic. Is not as widespread as hotel stays, resort stays, cruises, and excursions, but there are some suppliers who offer commission on flights. And that's regardless of how you get your credentials.
Okay. And also, it's a great idea for vendors to become their own travel agents, because when you're going to these conferences and you're paying for your rooms and you're paying for parking or renting cars, especially when you're paying for rooms for the people who are there to come there to help you, your staffing. because they have their most times they have their own rooms unless they're family and all. So you can make money back after
Mhm.
booking yourself for a convention. And
Yeah.
you're looking at those rooms that you are. Think about what you paid this past summer for the Delta convention for the Phi Beta Sigma. You all had a regional, I think, right, Eric, or you had a national convention. But
Yeah, those
nevertheless,
are national. Yeah.
yeah,
Tampa,
think about because some people did it for almost all of the
Mhm.
organizations that had a summer. You could have brought back a good $15,000, or at least 10, if you were doing all of them as
Mhm.
well, just for the travel alone.
And with that opportunity, like she said, like you can get your airfare, rent the parking spot at the airport with the parking spot company,
Mhm.
book the room, rent the rental car or the truck from Hertz or whatever, and you're getting commission back on all of that. You want to take in a show while you're there, a concert. Like I know when we were in DC, people went off to see Beyonce. You could buy Beyonce concert tickets and get a commission. It's NFL time, right? You could buy football tickets. Like I'm literally sending a group down to Florida next week to see the Eagles versus Tampa Bay game. I got
Yeah.
the flights, the hotel. I mean, your flights, the hotel, the rental car, and the actual game tickets. Okay. Um, so all of that, and you're now garnering commission back. And the thing about it is, the biggest myth out there is that you're paying more when you're paying with a travel agent. We have the same price, and most times we beat the prices. And it's just and our access is long range. Whether you want a Airbnb, well, we really use Verbals, which is the another brand name for Airbnb. You want to get the villa for the girls' treat to stay in the 7-bedroom home, right? You want to go ahead and fly in your caterer. You want to get the black car service. Here's another. Let me share my screen again. Daryl, and I'll be right with you. Here's another one. I'm still trying to know how to work this. I'm sorry.
That's
Hey,
okay. It's
I know we're running tight on time, but I know
Okay.
most folks are going to want to know, hey, just can you drop a link that where we could
yeah.
just, sign up if we're interested.
All right. So
And
I'll give you my phone number. You can text me. All right.
and
If you
make sure to
want,
put it in the chat too, as well, Kelly, as
well, that's
well.
where I'm putting it at
Oh,
now.
you see it? Okay, I see it now. I see.
If
My computer sounded delayed.
If you want to you want to register before talking to me, I'm gonna drop the link to where you go register for your travel agent credentials. The cost for your credentials, there's a one-time fee for registration, and what that registration will give you is your virtual office where everything is on your training, suppliers, customer support, everything. You'll get your IATA number, your ITA number, your CLIA and ARC numbers. Those are the credentials you need to book travel and excursions and get paid. You will have access to all of that, right? That's a one-time fee. You could choose two different business models. It's $179 if you're only interested in booking travel, and it's $199 if you want to book travel and be able to help others get their travel agent credentials. You get paid there too. Now, when you do both for the $199, it open you up to 8 different ways to get paid. 8. Okay. You're only out of pocket to keep your business going. There's no inventory, no storefronts. If you're doing just travel, it's $40 a month. That keeps all of your access open, your website open, everything. If you're doing both businesses, it's $60 a month. So for literally $2 a day, you're getting two businesses that are IRS compliant, Fair Trade Commission, A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They're both housed right here in the United States. The referral side is based out of Atlanta, Georgia. The travel side is based out of Delray Beach, Florida. So everything is right here. Nonstop support. I do have a messenger chat group for anybody that's connected to me in this business for support. Ask questions. I have a group that's going to Ireland who can help me. Like that's what we're there for, because you'll be in business for yourself, but you'll never be by yourself.
Right. And vendors, please consider becoming your
Mm-hmm.
own travel agent.
Mm-hmm.
That's an additional stream of income. It gets you there to do what you primarily are there or in business for, but it also makes you money. And think about the money you spent this summer or
Mm-hmm.
last summer, and look at that you could have gotten back a good portion of what you paid to get there as well. Kelly, Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me again.
Yes, and make sure that you hit up Kelly in that chat box as well. But thank you so much for sharing
And I want to
this.
say one more thing. Anybody who connect with me after this and you get your travel agent credentials from my travel business, you will be gifted a trip. You will be able to choose between 7 days, 6 nights at an all-inclusive stay in Mexico, a 5-day, 4-night cruise, or 2 flights and a 2-night getaway. You will pay taxes and fees. I will cover the fees. So just like the price is right, right? You get a trip.
Awesome.
You get a trip.
Hey,
Awesome.
Kelly, my wife and I want to marry you. We'll send you the details and you can plan the destination. All right. Have a good one.
Have a good one. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you. Great information. Become your own travel agent. Think about it, vendors. It's worth it.